Welcome one and all, whoever may be watching this. This is either part 5 or part 6, I forget where I'm up to, it's been a weekend, of the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Let's jump into it. Yeah! Oh, that's right, we got the doll, so we need to go return the doll. Okay, so, I guess situation update. I was supposed to be going away in a week's time, but it's once again been pushed back, and like we're getting closer and closer to summer, so I don't really want to be going way out west in summer, so I don't know, we may end up not going away, but as a result I don't know what's going to be playing or how it's all going to come together. I was so organized with Kenna thinking that we'd be away now, and then that got pushed back, and thinking that's cool, I can play this game while we're away and, you know, have it going while we're away. But nope, we've still got to wait a week. So anyways, that's my life right now.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
Come back! It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
I mean, at least we could look at the fossil now.
I can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands.
Oh, I think you could. As an avid fossil hunter myself.
The trowel is too blunt to chip away at the rock.
Oh. I've got a hairpin.
The hairpin isn't strong enough to remove the fossil.
Okay, I'm going to assume a match. Is that going to help me in any way? Okay, so we do need to remove the fossil, and we've gotten rid of the girl, so that's fine. We just have to figure out what we need.
Hey!
We just have to figure out what we need to remove it from the rock. It's a little bit like the sword and the stone. Oh, she's down the hole. Yeah, of course.
Jane?
Who didn't see that happening?
Jane, get out of there! Don't make me come in. Fine.
You're gonna squeeze through a hole?
Curses! The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Okay, what we're gonna do is light the wood on fire, and that will get her out. Can you dig? Nice.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
What the heck is a clod?
Jane!
I really just don't think this is how burrows work.
Jane? Jane? Jane, come out this instant. I can't see a damned thing in here. I need a light source.
Okay, well, we have a match. Apparently that's... Oh yeah, okay, there we are.
Curses. The useless thing blew out.
Oh, okay. Well, that was our only match that we just used then. Oh, stop you giggling.
Do you know where I can find a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Okay, so we have to find like a torch or a candle or something along those lines. We need to find something to pry out the fossil with. and we need to find out some way of drugging the dude's drink. Can Cyril help me?
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah! You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Follow me.
Okay.
So then, he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Okay, so has that got me on Cyril's good side? Oh, yes, candle.
Can I please have a new candle for my room?
I'll go upstairs and replace it this evening.
Can I have one now?
It's not dark yet, Miss Bateman.
Never mind.
Oh, but like...
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot! That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Okay, so now we can go get my stuff. That's all it took. It's like one of those things with these games where they want you to do specific things, but if you're not thinking the same way that they are, you can just totally miss things.
Locked, as expected.
Oh.
I need to get inside without attracting too much attention. He's currently debating the merits of the railway station at the inn. Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence.
Oh, hold on,
This
we've
must be
got
the local post office.
hair clip in.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open. I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door. Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London and I cannot join you in Bewley. I've packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it. But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me. Wait. Where is my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
Yeah, okay, so we've gotten her lantern, obviously. Oh, and a chisel. Maybe we can get the fossil out with the chisel. Let's give that a go. Maybe if I talk to the blacksmith first and see if he has any oil or any idea where we can get oil.
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
So maybe if we go get the fossil and possibly trade that. I don't know if fossils are considered rare commodities around here. But look, I would happily trade something for a fossil, so I'm keen.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
That skill, love, especially with a chisel. My hat's off to you.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
So now our only issue is I used our one and only match. Oh,
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
is it lit? Because I would have thought our one and only match would have been used to light the lantern. I'm not quite sure if the game has a backup for that kind of situation. Let's try anyways.
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
Oh, bless you, game.
Jane, come out at once. Goodness me!
It's a badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom.
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
So she was hiding behind a tree, which we interpreted as her being in the hole. So that whole sequence of events was kind of a waste of time. We could go back. I mean, like, sure, I've got a lantern and jank, but we could have gotten that without having to hide down a hole.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
Yeah, it is. There's a crow there now. That's what I'm more interested in.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Well, that's
I have
foreboding.
no desire to wander the furrows.
Are you sure about that? That could be fun.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We brought feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
I wish we could interact with things in conversation, because, I mean, we've got letters and jank. Is that going to be anything? I've got a lantern. Do you want to see my chisel? Okay, this is where I shall end this video, and we'll figure out this whole proof situation in the next video. So thank you all for watching, whoever has been. As always, I greatly appreciate it. And on that note, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye!